So we've just looked at how to turn your bonbon box into a full expanding box with the addition of a lid. But remember I said you could do these in different sizes. If we look at this project here, you can see it's an expanding box that has a miniature expanding box in the centre. And what I'm going to do now is show you how to make the miniature one so that you can see how the two fit together. Okay? So remember I always said the principle, you can see it really well here, of 9 equal panels. I'll pop that to one side. We're going to do that now. So I'm going to use the box maker side of the Ultimate. So remember these lines are every ½ inch. So I've decided to use line 4, which would give me a box which is 2 inches deep. So I need to times that by 3 to get the overall size. So I'm starting with a square of card, which is 6 by 6, right? And I'm using slightly different colours so that the camera can see the contrast. So we're going to use box lid. We're going to use line 4 and we're going to score again all 4 sides. And that will again give us 9 equal panels. Now it's a little bit easier when you're working on smaller ones because what we can do is we can line up corner to corner. So all we do is we still just take the outer corner, miss the centre and bring the other outer corner. The same on this side. We're going to score to the centre and then the outer panel. And just as we did before, we're going to fold and burnish all of those crease lines to get that nice, crisp, professional looking finish. I often find it is easier. The first crease line is quite difficult, but the second one is quite easy just to do with your nails. So there's our miniature bonbon box. Now this is what I was saying to you, if you're doing wedding invites, for example, they're really beautiful favour boxes. Again, I'll just fold those crease lines in both ways. They also make lovely decorations to hang on the Christmas tree. Just by punching the 4 corners and bringing that in together, it makes the miniature bonbon. But we're going to make the lid for it to make it a miniature expanding box now. So the lid has been cut to 4½ inches. Okay. I know this seems odd, but we want the lid to be nice and tight. So I'm going to tell you to make the lid on the base. Okay. Just go with me on it. So we're going to use box base and we're going to use line 2 so that we end up with a lid which is just over 1 inch deep. So this is the only time I'm going to tell you to make a box lid on the box base side of the Ultimate. And just as we always do, cutting into the point of intersection and a little sliver out. Notice every time here I always go first of all along the crease line with the glue because that's where we need a very strong stick. And then I put some on the additional corner. I always put plenty on if you notice. It's a little bit different if you're using a wet glue because you don't want to make the paper too soggy. But when you're using a dry adhesive like this, you want a really good stick. So then our lid fits perfectly over our base. And it's a nice, tight, snug fit, because it's holding that box that's ready to expand or explode in the centre. And then all you would do is just to glue this on the inside of your box diagonally. So if I bring the one back in that I've decorated here, you can see here I've done it square and it works both square on and diagonally, as long as you've got enough space to fold those edges round. So can you see we've just folded them nice and tight, and then the lid fits perfectly over the base.